Well, hello everyone, welcome back to Vikisews. I hope you're doing fantastic, and today I am finally going to share with you all of the makes that I managed to finish recently. I finished 3 dresses, so I have some back there, 3 dresses, a blouse and a shirt. I'm going to try them all on so you can see how they look and tell you a little bit about the issues that I found while getting them made. So let's make a start. And the first one that I want to share with you is the black and white dress. That one is still in the mannequin. This one I believe I started in August, so it's been in the making for quite some time, and I believe it was my own fault, of course, but I got tired of the making process of this dress because I wanted it so perfect in terms of the construction. I was sewing the black parts with black thread, the white parts with white thread, and overlocking it as well in black and white, so that meant that I kept changing threads in my machines quite a lot. But in the end, I'm quite happy with the final result. There was one issue that I also created at the end. When opening the buttonholes, I opened it with a seam ripper and I didn't place a pin at the end of the buttonhole, so I ended up ripping quite a big hole in my button placket. So I've stitched that hole closed by hand. It is not perfect, but because it is in all black, I think it is not very noticeable. But yeah, I know that the issue is there and I made it myself. So what I'm going to do is next time either use a pin or I'm going to buy one of those things that you have to cut open buttonholes to try to avoid this happening again. Another thing that is missing is one button. So I actually made a video creating the buttons. I'll link it up here somewhere. And I know that I've created enough. What I think happened is that while I was sewing the buttons on, my cats were around. So I think they stole one of the buttons. Quite annoying. I just need to take my kit out and make another button to replace that one. But yeah, I guess next time I need to be careful when my cats are around and I am sewing. What I would change about this dress, so I'm quite happy the way that it is, but if I would change something, I'd actually add more volume to the sleeves. So I would like actually for the part that is attached to the cuff to be more voluminous than what it is at the moment, but that's the only thing that I think I would change if I could go back in time. So that means that I'm actually quite happy with this dress. So, and the next one is this one. This is the Pleiades II. This one I shared in my autumn and winter sewing plans. I showed you the fabric and I said I wanted to do this dress, and I did. Couple things I would change. I would probably size up and do the recommended size. It is a little bit snug, and because it is a little snug, it pulls a little bit at the collar. And I believe because I used viscose as well, it is dragging the bodice down a little bit further than what it should be. I'm not sure if that's what happened, but yeah, I'm going to make this dress again. This one is perfectly wearable. I'm really happy with it, but I'm going to make it again and I'm going to size up. Because I think the next one that I'll do, I'll use the version that has a button placket at the front. So yeah, I'm going to size up on this pattern. The other thing that went wrong was the zipper. So I used a cheap zipper that I bought on Amazon. I actually bought a pack on Amazon of 60 zippers, and the first time I put this dress on, the zipper broke. I was really gutted about it. What I did is I had to open the top of the dress again, and I replaced the zipper pull because this is metal in the zippers that I bought on Amazon, and the metal part actually broke. So I replaced that. I got the zipper pull from an old zipper that I had in my stash that I pulled from an old garment that I was going to the trash. So I collect zippers and buttons from old garments before throwing them away, and it came out quite handy. So yeah, I'm really happy about this dress. And the next one is this one. This one I'm actually not able to put it on, and I'll explain why. This is the Plaid Dress by Stitch Witch Patterns. It was recently released. I was a pattern tester for this one, and this is my tester version. I really like the way that actually it fits. I used this fabric because I was envisioning, you know, kind of a Halloween look. So I think I actually nailed that one. I really like how it looks. I'll put some pictures up here because I cannot try it on. What happened is that the zipper broke, and it is from the same pack of zippers that I used in my previous dress. So this one is still pending being fixed. So for this one, I think I need to completely remove the zipper and put a new one. I'll probably buy new zippers instead of using those because it's a waste of time. So the only thing that I'll change about this dress is the facing. I will either line the dress or maybe secure the facing on the inside. That's not part of the instructions. Even though it is under stitch, it still rolls, and that's quite annoying. This might be also from the fabric. This is just a cheap polyester fabric that I use just because of the print. And yeah, I just need someone to invite me now to a Halloween party. So yeah, let's go to the next garment. And the next one that I finished is also from my autumn and winter sewing plans. And this is the Petunia Blouse by Schultz Apparel. And I'm really happy about this one. The fabric is not the same that I used in my first one. I'll put a picture about my first one. It was made in black fabric. I'm not quite sure what fabric this is. I thought it was a Vikisews jersey. The other one is quite... the first one that I made in black is a lot thinner. This one, you can see that there's a difference in fabric. It's like kind of a looped back fabric, but it still looks quite nice. So it is quite drapey, so you have the huge sleeves. I have cropped my version quite a lot because that is my preference, and I managed to finish the hem, the lower hem, with my cover stitch machine. I finally fixed my cover stitch machine. It was not actually broken. I probably changed the settings by mistake, and the stitch was not stretchy at all. Now it is, so it is nicely finished, and I'm quite happy about this one. Even the hem, I can see that I made this one a lot better than the black one that I made a year ago. So it's quite nice to see that I'm improving on my finishing techniques for my garments as well. So yeah, I think that this one will be worn quite a lot during this winter. I've tried it on actually with different garments. So I tried it with a mini skirt, with a dress from the same designer. So I tried it with different things just to see how I would like to wear it during the winter. So yeah, I'm really happy about this one. Really recommend if you're into the very voluminous sleeves. So there is a challenge actually going on Instagram, which is #longsleeves23, and I'll enter with a picture of this blouse. It's just a challenge to sew garments with long sleeves. So since I made it this week, that's an easy one. I'll post it and enter the challenge. So yeah, really recommend this pattern. So and the last one that I finished is this shirt. This shirt was an experiment. It is a wearable toile. It is a mix of the bodice of the Sharon dress with a pattern from the assembly line. It is a mock shirt pattern, and I used that one because I really wanted to have a dagger collar. And this one kind of gets lost in the print of this fabric. This is a cotton fabric that I had in my stash, and it is not my favorite garment, but it was meant as an experiment, so I learned a lot making it. So what I've learned is that for the bodice, I followed a blog post on the Vikisews website on how to turn the Sharon dress bodice into a shirt, but it ended up being quite long, and I really like my items to be cropped. So I ended up cutting quite a chunk of the shirt to make it cropped. If I could go back in time, I would just leave the Sharon bodice as it was and leave the darts at the waist. The collar actually looks quite nicely. I really like it, so I'll use this to for my next experiment and to change other patterns. So yeah, even though it's not my favorite garment by itself, I really like it layered. So I'll post a picture right here on how it looks with an orange shirt at the top. So yeah, it's quite a nice layering piece that I will use during the winter. And I learned a lot making it, so yeah, it was still worth it. So I hope you like to see all the items that I made, and I'm really happy that I managed to follow at least some of my plans. And this week actually I'll be working on the Gaby sweatshirt that I plan to make in this fabric. So if you're still watching, thank you very much. I try to post at least once a week, and I hope to see you here for the next one. Happy crafting!